following is a production of the University of Minnesota.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create, share, edit, comment, and send a Google Doc. First thing you want to do is go to google.com and click sign in. After you click sign in, type your X500 and click sign in. It'll take you then to a new screen. And now if you see at the top right, you'll be signed in. Click more. Go to documents. Here you have all the documents that you have within your Google Docs account. It'll include Word files, PDFs, presentations, Excel files, and anything that somebody may have shared with you before. You notice that you have an owners and a last modified area column. And so if you go the further down you scroll, the older the document is. So if you want to create a new document, you can click create and the type of document you want to create. For this video I'll upload a document, so you click files and you go to find the document you want. And then you brought up with this box that tells you if you want to convert it to Google Docs. If you don't convert it to Google Docs, you won't be able to edit it. You'll be able to store it and see it, but you won't be able to edit it. So you want to be able to work with a document online, you need to convert it to a Google Docs format. So I'll keep that box clicked and start the upload. And then once it's finished uploading, click open it. And there, now you have uploaded or created a Google Doc. If you were going to create one, that's all you have to do. Just click create, type a document, and that's it. Next, I'm going to show you how to share a document. You'll want to add your classmates to it. This document will start by default with you as the owner, and it won't be shared with anybody else. Since he's linked to your X500 and UMN, by typing either their X500 or their name, you should be able to find them. In this case, I'm going to share it with myself. And I'm going to allow that person to also edit. Since you're going to be working with your classmates together on this document, I suggest that you allow them to edit. You can share so that they can only comment or view, but working together, you will want them to edit the document as well. So we just added a new editor and continue and do the same process with everybody else that you want to share the file with. In this case, you may also want to add your instructor. You can comment, but not the editing function. So I'll add myself again, but with a comment only option. And then remember, the first person that creates it is set up by default as the owner, but that can be changed. And you can change and assign ownership to somebody else. Once you assign ownership to somebody else, you cannot reassign ownership to yourself. Only one person can be the owner of a document. Editors can add other editors unless these boxes are changed to only the owner being able to increase the number of editors. The document is by default private, but you may want to make it a public document on the web. Make it accessible to anyone with the link, to anybody at the University of Minnesota, or to anybody at the University of Minnesota with a link. Those are, if you're working on a private project, you probably want to keep it private. Next, I will show you how to chat. So let's see what happened with the sharing function. If we go to then your classmate will go to Google, and if your classmate then tries to sign in, types his account information, his password, and he then goes to his Google Docs. Unlike you, he won't have to upload it because the file has been shared with him. So he would just click on the file, and now he's using the same file as you are. You're both in the file together. When that happens, you'll see here that the number of viewers increase, and every viewer has a color. So there you can chat with your classmates and kind of decide, work out how you want to divvy up the document, or who's going to primarily work on a particular section. I suggest that you split it up at least by sections, or work asynchronously at times, otherwise it could get messy. If you want to chat, and here you can see if somebody sends you a message, it'll light up. Okay. So, and you can also see where their cursor is. You can see that that person's cursor is right there. Now, if you want to be able to chat through visuals, visual communication, or you want to be have an audio communication, you could use things like Google Talk, or you could use tools like Skype to be able to do that. But through Google Docs itself, you can only chat by writing, typing. Now going to Chrome, and I'm going to sign in with the third account. And again, this person would also have access. So they now have 3 people in a document. They all have their own color, and they can all chat with each other. The other person won't be able to see the chat that happened before they arrived, but they'll be able now to chat with the rest of them. Since this account is only a comment account only, you can see that I'm not able to type within the document. This is a comment only account, so maybe if you want to add your instructor, you can allow them to edit or just comment. I'll explain commenting a little bit. It's similar to Word. You just highlight a part and right click, or Ctrl-Alt-M, or Command right click, and then comment, and then you can add a comment in that section. There's an option so that you can direct messages. I think it needs to be on. It's not always on by default, but anyhow, you are able to chat with each other and send each other comments. The comment feature is available to editors, to all editors. But editors, unlike a comment-only account, will be able to add to type. You can also respond to comments. if comments stay visible so that people can attend to them, but if a comment's resolved, an issue is solved, just click resolve and that comment would disappear. Once the comments disappear, they're still, however, unlike the chat, that's real time only, and you can copy paste it afterwards, but the chat's not available for later viewing. The comments are all stored in a comment stream. You'll be able to even reopen tasks or continue a discussion. Editing is, I think you were able to notice, editing allows you to modify any parts of the document, even the title. It's easy to edit, just click on it and you can change it. But with just typing and adding parts to it or modifying the spelling, once you do any changes, they're automatically saved. So maybe you wonder, well, what happens if I'm working with 3 other people and one of them makes a change that I don't like, but I don't remember actually how I phrased things before, and I'm worried about maybe perhaps having lost something that was better than the new change that was just made. Well, one of the good things about it is you're able to go back like a wiki. You can go back and see all the history, the revision history. You go to File, Revision History, and then you're able to see who edited the document. You'll be able to see who edited the document and when, and you can see a detailed version of this, or a less detailed version. And what this allows you to do is you can click on a particular edit and see what it entailed. So at 1040, SSW Etel deleted that part. So they're color coded to the particular editor. If this person looked to the revision history, they will see the same, and you can go back to the beginning, which is the start of the document. You can restore. All those versions are saved, so you can restore to a prior version. You can also, if you have a disagreement that you can't seem to sort out easily, you can just create a new copy of it, make a copy, and then you have a document that maybe you have it to your own taste. But otherwise, most people just work together and eventually they have a final copy. Once you finish editing, the next thing you will want to do is download or share the file. So you can share as a PDF, but unless the professor uses PDF commenting tools, such as Adobe Acrobat Pro, it'll be harder for them to comment the document within the document. So we probably recommend you to use Word. So just click download the file as a Word file, save it, and then you can email that file to the professor, or you can email as attachment, and then you attach as, choose Microsoft Word, and then choose who you want to email it to, and a message, and you can send the email to your professor. So probably, you could download it for your own copy and then email the downloaded file, or you could simply email as an attachment. My last point would be just make sure that you take the time to decide a kind of an outline or a plan before you start working on it. And sometimes, you just tell people, well, dump the information that you find on a particular bulletin point as soon as you find it, and then we'll filter it, we'll clean it up later. So you could just have beginning, everybody dumps things in the site, and then they kind of curate it and improve it over time. But also when you're editing, maybe just say, well, I'm going to edit this section and somebody else edits the other section, because you don't want to be editing the same couple sentences at the same time just for practical purposes. A person may be thinking of the whole paragraph and then goes back and wants to change the first sentence again, and that's kind of the editing process. So you don't want to have too many hands in the pie at the same time. But it definitely is a way to be able to comment on people's changes, see what they think, get their opinions, so that if you are ambivalent, you're not sure of how to proceed with a change, you can ask them right away. So I think it's very conducive to being able to work quickly, collaboratively. Thanks.